Hello, I'm Andrew and this is my co-host Brendan, and I think you'd be considered a little bit fortunate because you're watching our brand new automotive series, Autocharged.
Well, I wouldn't call you fortunate because we're about to watch 30 minutes of two guys who don't know what they're talking about.
If I don't know what I'm talking about, then how about you watch this epic montage showing what's in store for today?
Well, congratulations, Andrew. I think you have just proved, we got no clue what we're talking about.
I think I do know what I'm talking about, that I've actually contributed to the show today. Have you ever thought about contributing?
Have you ever thought of paying me? And also, I will contribute in just about 22 more minutes.
And by then they would have already clicked off. Maybe if you took my advice and showed a little more please,
Okay. So, to begin today's episode, we sent an email to Gus Brown Hyundai asking if we can borrow one of their cars for a review, because Andrew here is a huge fan of the Hyundai Elantra.
I am a big fan of the Hyundai Elantra, and I can't believe that Gus Brown liked me so much that he asked me, that they let me drive one of their cars.
Well, Gus Brown is definitely not a fan of you, but they are a big fan of this promotion they're about to get.
And it'll be the best promotion in the world because thank you so much to Gus Brown Hyundai, one of the best and most friendliest dealerships in the Durham region. Located in Brooklyn, Ontario, their polite and friendly staff will help assist you any inquiries that you have about the new 2026 and 2025 Hyundai models. Thank you so much again, and here's one that I'll personally recommend. The 2025 Hyundai Elantra N-Line Ultimate. In 2020, Hyundai introduced its new 7th generation Elantra, along with the N-Line, its research and development center focusing on performance trims of their vehicles, sort of like BMW's M division. But anyway, in current year, the Elantra has gone through a facelift, and now we have this 2025 Hyundai Elantra N-Line Ultimate. It has a bold aesthetic, coinciding with the angular and large front. It was angled to be like a shark nose. And the headlights, which are LED, are angled like angry shark eyes. And I don't know if anyone really remembers the Space Shuttle program, but all these sharp edges and angles kind of remind me of the Challenger. But I don't think this will be blowing up like that one. It's obvious that Hyundai wanted their flagship sedan to be looked upon like a Honda Civic or Subaru Impreza. Something sporty, but also for everyday life. That's why I think they started their N-Line, to have an excuse to add the sportiness. The base Elantra is already a pretty good looking car, but this N-Line adds this blacked out chrome front grille. But the thing is, you can't really see it because the entire car is black. But honestly, I wouldn't get this car in any other color. Furthermore, exclusive to the N-Line are these 18-inch alloy wheels, which basically allows for lower profile tires and thus better steering response and thus better road feel. It also has this rear diffuser, dual tip exhaust, rear lip spoiler, side mirror caps, and a glossy black belt line. The brakes have also seen an upgrade by 1 inch. It has larger disc brakes, with the front having 16-inch disc brakes and the rear having 15-inch disc brakes. Now, the interior is quite funky. It has this massive screen that combines the infotainment system and the gauge cluster, which is digital. And depending on who you ask, might be a good or bad thing. Personally, I don't really care. On the infotainment system, there's two interesting things that I want to note. There's these driver profiles, which basically allow someone to adapt to their own preferences so they don't have to keep changing up their seating position while they drive. Furthermore, there's these voice memos, which can basically allow someone to talk and think about things while they're driving. The Ultimate comes with leather seats, aluminum pedals, this red lining, and a pretty kickin' stereo. One con with this car is that there's not really any space to put anything. This center console and some of the cubby holes around here are kind of small. Another con is these automatic moving seats. Not really with the seats in general, so it's the fact that it's only on the driver's side, not near the other passenger seats. But besides those small issues, this interior, like I said before, is quite funky. It has this angled push to start button, this big ass driving mode button, and this grip on the passenger side. Very sporty. So this car has a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder inline turbocharged GDI engine, which makes it lickety split. So there are 3 driving modes in this car, and when you put it into sport mode, it sharpens the throttle transmission, has more aggressive shifts, a pretty standard sport mode, but it makes it way more fun. Now the transmission is an IVT Auto, which is basically a CVT on steroids. And somehow, when you put the car into sport mode and you use the paddle shifters, it adjusts the gear ratios in the transmission to what it would be if it was an actual manual transmission with real gears. Exclusively to the N-Line Ultimate, it comes with a multi-link sports tune suspension, which essentially allows for better ride comfort and stability, which also allows for better handling around corners. Hyundai has managed to produce 201 horsepower from this engine. And it's also front-wheel drive. Some other conveniences include lane keeping assist and cruise control. However, the cruise control is pretty cool. It's adaptive, so if you're ever in stop-and-go traffic, it will move for you. Okay, so right now, we're gonna try and use the cruise control live. I'm not doing that. That's actually crazy. You can set the distance on this, like, you know, there's like different distances you can get from the car in front of you. I'm not doing anything, I swear to God. Amazing. The Elantra starts at 25 grand, but you can get this top trim at Gus Brown Hyundai for just 35, which is cheaper than most of its competition. And despite the high market costs and market trends, this car, I do believe, is worth it. And I think it's because it's not boring. It's one of the most exciting cars on the market today. And I think it's because it blends sportiness and the functionality of day-to-day life. This car looks like it had passion behind it. If you're in the market for a luxury high-trim sports sedan, well, look no further than this. It's objectively one of the cheapest on cost and insurance. And if you're looking for one, look no further than Gus Brown Hyundai, located in Brooklyn, Ontario, 445 Winchester Road. Good night. Drive safe.
And once again, we just want to say a huge thank you to Gus Brown for letting us use one of their cars. But, you know, let's move on to what might be the worst segment on television.
Did anyone tell you you look like the Elephant Man? But anyway, I just wanted to say that, have you guys looked at the used car market recently? What a travesty. What a joke. You know, but I was thinking that a lot of people don't really know what to do when looking at a secondhand vehicle. So I was thinking that me and Brennan would go out, look at a few online marketplace listings, and then try to showcase what you guys should be doing when buying a used car.
We? As in like you and me? As in like I and you? As in like us?
Yeah.
Bro, don't drag me into the stupid ass segment of yours.
Pussy.
I hope those people you look at.
Anyway, welcome to our new segment, Used Car Crackdown.
Bro, what are you cracking down on? Are you the police all of a sudden?
Brennan, I'm gonna crack your head open if you don't let me continue with this segment. We're first going to begin with this used Toyota Corolla. I chose this because it's something simple, something easy that mostly everyone knows. But first, let's go over some ground rules. Buying a used car in 2025 in Canada is a little bit tricky. There's so many things you have to look out for. Some things you have to worry about are panel gaps, rocker panels, rust, mismatched paint, binding or damage, oil leaks, cracked belt, battery corrosion, brake lines, fuel lines, transmission, loose or hanging exhaust components, airbag, AC, power windows. Infotainment, foul smells, clunks, rattles, winding, grinding, smooth shifts, pour and turn signals, high beams, wipers, check engine lights, and don't even get me started on rebuild titles. Of course, one of the most prominent things on Marketplace you have to look out for are accidents. People love to cover these up with like filler or paint. Of course, some are more prominent than others, but today I'm going to try to teach you what to look out for when you're buying a used car.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So I just cleaned it up yesterday, bro. It's my cousin's car.
Yeah?
Bro, he had this for about a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah, a year and a half. He bought it for Uber deliveries. Honestly, put no work in it except for some brakes. Like I know about cars a little bit. I have CRVs at home.
So you're selling it for him?
I'm selling.
Rocker panels are a little bit rusty. And this looks like it's been repainted over.
This was a previous owner.
Yeah?
Anything that you see, I can give you a little bit of my 2 cents.
Yeah?
The only thing I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, this right here, we're just replaced.
Just replaced
Just
the
sunroof and this.
sunroof and the windshield?
It was parked under apartment building.
Yeah?
Someone threw some garbage and just out of pocket. So we got to replace like a couple days ago.
Oh yeah?
But now it's like just use it as one contract.
Okay, then that saves money, because honestly if this was cracked then I have to get it fixed through for safety.
I know it's bad. That's why I know, I'm gonna be honest with you, probably need some tires, maybe brakes, but other
Brakes,
than that,
tires, maybe how's the handbrake?
bro, it's not the best. I put it up and I was trying to drive it.
Yeah? When you're on a hill and it doesn't go down?
So look, if I have the handbrake all the way up, like the car.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we pop the hood?
I don't even see the hood yet.
Okay, the engine's not too bad. That's, I need to cover that, but
Like, honestly, I'm not here to like, sell you something. You know, a lot of people are.
yeah, they're a little bit ghetto.
A year and a half ago, we bought a car. We did Uber Eats delivery on it.
Yeah.
So he's in Toronto. He dropped it off to me because he got a new CRV for work.
Yeah. Sorry, do you mind if I just turn it off and turn it on again?
Of course, bro. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, the interior looks nice. It feels like, yeah, you just got it cleaned recently. So how much are you asking for this car right now?
Bro, I'm asking 3,250.
3,250? How much? 250,000 kilometers?
250, yeah.
So I'm just gonna take it on the parking lot. You want to get in?
The engine light did come on, like I put it on the description.
Yeah.
So he got it checked by the mechanic. This was about a year ago. The mechanic said it had something to do with some modular in the transmission, electronic chip. The only thing he's noticed after that was a little bit of a jerk, a little bit of a jump or something. But he's been driving it like since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
been driving it since like, I'm like, oh, okay.
So do you know if he bought it with the check engine light on, or?
No, so what happened was he bought it, and I think a week later, the engine light came on.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if the guy scammed us. Yeah, this one.
That was a little bit pretty. So
one.
does the AC work?
AC works, bro. So surprisingly, the AC works, bro. You know, because it was really hot like a couple days ago.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
that's good.
Yeah, the AC works. We'll test it out. I'm surprised how nice clean they came out, eh?
So I'm just gonna check out the back.
Of course.
So this is a 2006, correct?
2006.
2006. I mean, not bad. A little bit of a panel gap here. So it's definitely got into an accident there. Then he got the rocker panels. So in terms of a deal, you're asking, sorry, what was it?
3,250.
3,250.
Because we just put about like 600, 525.
600, yeah. So that saves a little money on the insurance.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not the insurance, the safety. But the just like the condition of the exterior of the car, it's pretty poor. Like, I think for safety, you're 100% gonna have to get these rocker panels replaced because of the new safety laws. Like, it's just so much rust. Like, they're not gonna approve it now. So that's probably gonna be around 300, 400 bucks to replace. And then the brakes, they weren't too bad when I was driving it, but when they inspected, there's gonna be a lot of rust. So you're gonna probably replace the brake pads. But overall, I'd probably start offering you right now 222, because you know, it has 250,000 kilometers. It's a 2006, and there's probably a few things you're gonna 100% have to get replaced for safety. And there's like some on the back right rear fender right there on the quarter panel, like it's like been repainted, so it's probably been in some sort of accident there.
There's some type of repaint on it, I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, that's gonna be my offer for you. That's what I think the car is probably worth to me.
And any higher than that?
For me, for you, like, I don't know how much you bought it before for, but for me, that seems like a good deal, like for what you're getting, like 2-3. Like, there's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to get replaced. I'm probably gonna have to spend probably extra like 500, 600 bucks just to get safety. So yeah, let me know what you think, man. It was nice seeing you.
Man. Thank you,
no problem.
Sorry to have you waiting for a bit.
Yeah, no problem. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? With it's all right. Take it easy, bro.
All right, man. Thank you. Take care.
You know what? That was actually a great segment. Showed me exactly what to do when looking for a used car.
Thank you, Brendan. That's a very nice thing to say.
Yeah, no worries. You showed me exactly how I should just bully some random ass dude for just trying to sell his car.
Oh,
you know?
geez, Brendan, stop with the compliments. You're gonna make me blush.
Thank God, at least it's over.
I wouldn't say that too soon, Brendan, because next time UCC will be happening in every episode, and next time Used Car Crackdown 2, you'll be seeing this mysterious Lexus. Has it been stolen? Has it been rebuilt? Find out next time.
You are the reason this show will never flourish.
Brendan, did you know that there's people on the streets right now stealing cars?
Hopefully not mine though. But Andrew, how can I take preventive measures to stop people from stealing my car?
I'm glad you asked, Brendan G.
D. Brendan.
I wouldn't act for you in the workplace, Brendan. That's extremely inappropriate. But do you know the actual proper ways to prevent your car from being stolen nowadays?
Contact the police.
Surprisingly enough, no. Did you know that it's actually a 45% chance if you contact the police that your car's actually going to be returned back to you? That's 1 in 2 odds.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. You have a better chance of going to the casino and just winning your car back than getting it back from the police. Do you remember last year when the police said that we should just leave our keys at the front door for people to take?
Oh yeah, I remember. That was a goddamn embarrassment for every single officer in this country.
Yeah, imagine being a police officer. You work super hard every day to save all these missing cars, and one of your superiors goes and says some bullshit like that.
Yeah, instead of arresting the crooks of this country, let's tell the lower class citizens of this, struggling economy to just allow their cars to be stolen.
Before Andrew delves deep into the issues plaguing this country, let's take a look at some ways you can stop your car from getting stolen.
You know, in 2023, there was 13,000 robberies in the Greater Toronto area. Just last year in 2024, there was 9,000. But the point still stands that there is a lot of automobile thefts. And the Canadian people have decided that this lock button on the key fob is not enough. And they have resorted to outside devices to basically help with the security of their car. Today, we're gonna be looking at 3 different devices to help keep your car safe. So 2 of these devices are gonna be more practical and physical. The third one is gonna be a little more technical, actually going into the engine bay of the vehicle. The first one we have today is this yellow steering wheel lock, which you'll probably find in a lot of parking lots in Brampton. To my info, this is the most popular of the 3 that we're gonna be taking a look at today. And how would you put it on your car is put it into the lock position, put it in like this, and it locks like so. You would take this out and your steering wheel is locked. So if you really actually take a look at this, realistically, it gets just locked here. It doesn't make any... You can definitely drive like this. You know what? Right now, we're gonna test if you can actually drive with this on. I don't know about you, but I feel like there's 2 potential ways that you can take this steering wheel lock off. One is if you're a locksmith and you can pick this 4-way lock. Number 2 is if you're a demolitionist. Okay, let's see how durable this is. And remember, safety first. That's pretty tough. Scratches here, but honestly, if a man came up to you with a chainsaw trying to rob your car with this steering wheel lock, I say you're protected.
This one here is also a pretty popular option. It's nice and flexible, and you can wrap it up to be pretty compact. Come around, I'll show you how to use it. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the noose end and you're gonna put it through your steering wheel. You're gonna come around and then you're gonna hang your lock. Just lock basically clicks right in and you're all set. So as you can see, nice and tight, doesn't want to come out, and it's completely stuck. What you're gonna do to unlock it is basically gonna take your set of keys, and the keys are gonna click right in up here at the top. It's gonna turn in and it should pop right out. Who the is calling me right now? God, I just divorced my wife and she won't stop calling me. I'm like, damn, leave me alone. You took half my money, you took my kids, you took my dog, you took my house. What more do you want from me? So whatever you do not lose them. In my humble opinion, I think this one here is the best one. But let's do a durability test.
Them boy not ready, it can get shelly. Aim for your face or your belly or your neck back. With your friends act, thought you was a boss, but now you got left back. Should've shown more love to your friends act. Like you're sitting down thinking, where's your head at? Like you're sitting down thinking, where's your bread at? Like
That's the trash.
forget that.
Well, it works.
All right, this one gets a little more complicated. This is a remote battery disconnect. And essentially what you would do is that you would connect this to the battery and you'd use a key fob to disable it when you walk away. So when the crooks come over and try to steal the car, it wouldn't turn on naturally. So I'm gonna attempt to try to put this on. And without blowing up, I might add. First step is install the copper post on the battery disconnect switch. Oh, fuck, I think it's part of the box. I think they're referring to this. Excuse me, viewers, as I undo my glove. Okay, which one's the negative, which one's positive? Okay, that one's positive, this one's negative. So the problem is to take this negative one out, which I actually don't want to do because there's a bolt and I don't have a wrench. Oh, and then I'm supposed to take this, put it over there. I hate auto charge.
Look at our mechanics.
This looks so stupid. Okay, so I turned the car on. Theoretically, the car should turn on. Brilliant. Okay, I was actually very scared while doing that. That was actually my pants. But now we're gonna walk away. So now, when I press this button, the off button, I've made a little bit of a thing there. We're gonna go walk back and it should not turn on. I'm gonna turn it in, start it, doesn't work. Now when I turn it on, okay, so I have no idea what kind of damage this actually does to your car. This costed me 24 Canadian dollars on Amazon. If you bought it on Temu, it would probably be only $5, but it probably would blow up your car. But I do want to read this little scripture from the Amazon page, and I quote, "The remote battery disconnect switch easily solves the problem of battery drain, but also protects the circuit. The risk of theft occurs." And besides those typing errors, this thing claims it shouldn't do any damage to your battery. However, if I was a crook and I had any knowledge of cars, I think I would just simply disconnect it and then just steal the car. Okay, so out of both of them, which one would you have?
Honestly, I mean, the one that probably works the best would be the battery one, but it has the most likely to malfunction.
In what way?
Because you're fucking up your battery with a $20 Amazon product.
No, I think out of all of them, I would have that steering, the one that connects to the seatbelt. I think that was the best one. I don't know, for
You
me.
can probably turn the least with it.
Yeah, because that yellow steering wheel lock, I don't know why people buy that one. I think that one's the worst one. I'd rather get my car. I'd rather
get my car stolen.
I'd rather get my car stolen.
Then use that piece of dog
use
shit.
that.
Probably.
So you're in favor for the battery?
Because it literally, they try to turn the car on, they have no fucking clue what the fuck they're gonna do. What are they gonna do? Pop the trunk and then disconnect all of
Anyone
that.
with a functioning brain can figure that out.
Yeah, I'd probably go for the seatbelt one too, honestly.
That was the best
So,
one out of all.
It's most flexible as well, so it's not like a pain to lug around like the other one, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you wouldn't get made fun of as much. Like, I don't know, if you pulled up on a first date, hold on, baby, I'm gonna go put on my my steering wheel lock real quick.
I think I'm just gonna walk home. It's okay, don't worry about it.
You know, I saw you take a picture of that steering wheel lock. Did you actually post that on Amazon?
Of course I did. What the hell? There's product.
If you're being chased by Jason Voorhees, you should be good. Steel lock tight. Yeah, this thing's built like it should. Grip it, twist. What the f talking about?
Chill, bro. Just keep reading.
All right. The wheel won't budge an inch. Well, maybe a flinch. It gives thieves a bad hunch, but let's be honest, it only works once. Odds are pretty fair. Will probably work if you live in Scarborough, I swear. Yeah, you are the reason the death penalty should be brought back.
You know, if there's any reason the death penalty should be brought back, it's for these people that are stealing cars.
Well, they wouldn't have stolen your car if this wasn't a bad product. So honestly, this review is worth it. Thank you, John Autocharged. Well, if you want more stuff like this in the future, well, please stick around for the next couple episodes.
I don't know why you would, but
Thank you so much for watching anyway. And, well, drive safe.
see you in the next one.
Anyway, just to continue commenting on the plaguing issues of car thefts in the Greater Toronto Area, we have actually a representative from the OPP. Say hello to Brooklyn T. Guy.
My name is Officer Guy. How are you kids doing at home?
Hopefully they're doing well. But Mr. Guy, or Officer Guy, what would you like to say to the rising thefts in the Greater Toronto Area this year? In 2023, it was like, what? Like over 10,000 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I think it's there's a lot of blame to pass around for why thefts are rising. And I'm
would you
sure
blame
every
that on?
real Canadian at home knows the difference.
Well, what do you mean? Would you like to expand on that, Mr. Officer?
I'm not saying too much. I'm just saying that, you let in the bad apples and the rest of the apples start to rot. Or so I've heard.
It only does take one rotten apple, Mr. Officer Brooklyn. What would you say about the police's 45% rate of actually returning your car after it's been stolen? What do you have to say to that?
Well, we try, our officers sacrifice their lives every single day to try and get all of your cars back into their driveways because, I just can't, personally, I just can't stand it. I hate the idea of hardworking Canadian citizens getting robbed by people like that. You, like that. These people.
What do you mean these people? This